Hello everyone. Last class I had done exercise 3.1, that is trigonometry first exercise. Now today I'll start with exercise 3.2. Let us start with exercise 3.2. Now question number 1. It says that find the values of all five trigonometric functions from question number 1 to 5. That is cos x is given. Cos x equal to minus 1 by 2 and x lies in third quadrant. Now x lies in third quadrant. So our figure will be like this. X lies in third quadrant. This is x. X lies in third quadrant. O A B. Now cos 1 by this is minus 1 by 2. That is x is in third quadrant here. Let us start sin x. We know sin x equal to root of 1 minus cos square x. That is 1 minus, this is the identity sin x equal to 1 minus cos square x. So put the value 1 minus 1 by 2 whole square. That gives you 1 minus 1 by 4. That is 3 by 4. That is plus minus root 3 by 2. Now sin is negative in the third quadrant. We know this. All sin, tan, cos. That all trigonometric is positive. Here sin and cosec positive, tan and cot positive, others negative, and sec and cosec. Sec as cos and sec positive, others negative. So here sin x is negative in the third quadrant. Therefore sin x equal to minus root 3 by 2. Now tan x. Tan x is positive in third quadrant. Tan x equal to sin x upon cos x. That is sin x minus root 3 by 2 upon minus 1 by 2. That gives you root 3. Next, cot x. Cot x is again positive, you see here. Cos x by sin x. That is minus 1 by 2 divided by minus root 3 by 2. This gives you 1 by root 3. Sec x. Sec x equal to 1 by cos x. That is 1 by minus 1 by 2. That gives you minus 2. And cosec x is again 1 by sin x. That is 1 by minus root 3 by 2. This gives you minus 2 by root 3. So what I got here, if cos x equal to minus 1 by 2 and cos x lies in third quadrant, therefore sin x becomes minus root 3 by 2. Tan x is root 3. Cot x 1 by root 3. Sec x again negative, it is 2 and minus 2, and cosec x is negative, minus 2 by root 3. Now next question. Now next question is sin x equal to 3 by 5. X lies in second quadrant. X lies in second quadrant. This is x lies in second quadrant. This is x. A, B. This is x axis. O, x dash, y, y dash. X lies in second quadrant. That shows that x less than pi and greater than pi by 2. X lies in second quadrant. Now sin x is 3 by 5. The cos x we know, cos x equal to root over 1 minus sin square x. That is 1 minus 3 by 5 whole square. That is cos x equal to 9 by 25. That gives you 16 by 25. That means plus minus 4 by 5. Now in second quadrant cos x is negative. I told you cos x all sin, tan, cos x. Here sine and cosec positive, others negative. Tan and cot positive, others negative. Cos and sec positive, others negative. So second quadrant cos is negative. So what will, which value I will take? I will take cos x equal to minus 4 by 5. Now tan x. Again tan x. Tan x is sin x by cos x. That is sin x is 3 by 5 upon minus 4 by 5. That gives you minus 3 by 4. Cot x. Cos x upon sin x. That is minus 4 by 5 upon 3 by 5. That gives you minus 4 by 3. Sec x. Sec x is reciprocal of cos x. That is 1 by minus 4 by 5. That gives you minus 5 upon 4. And cosec x. It is reciprocal of sin x. That is 1 by 3 by 5. That is 5 by 3. So what I get here, if sin x equal to 3 by 5 and x lies in second quadrant, that means cos x is in second quadrant, cos x is negative. So cos x is minus 4 by 5. And again tan x is also negative in second quadrant, tan x we get minus 3 by 4. And cot x negative in second quadrant, cot x we get minus 4 by 3. Now sec x is again negative in the second quadrant, so we get reciprocal. It is reciprocal of cos x, so we get minus 5 by 4. And lastly the cosec x is positive in the second quadrant, so we get cosec x also equal to 5 by 3. This is reciprocal of sin x. Now next question is third question. Cot x equal to 3 by 4, where x lies in third quadrant. X lies in third quadrant. So draw it. This is third quadrant. X lies in, this is x. X, x dash, y, y dash. This is third quadrant. B, A. Now here, this angle x. X lies between 3 pi by 2 and pi. This is third quadrant. Now let us start with cot x equal to 3 by 4. That means tan x equal to 1 by cot x. That is 1 by 3 by 4. It gives you 4 by 3. So tan x is also positive in the third quadrant. Now sec x. Sec x equal to 1 plus tan square x. What I get here? 1 plus 4 by 3 whole square. That gives you 1 plus 16 by 9. 25 by 9. That is plus minus 5 by 3. Now sec x is negative in the third quadrant. So we'll take sec x equal to 5 minus 5 by 3. Now we got tan x, got sec x. Cos x equal to 1 by cos x equal to 1 by sec x. So what do I get? 1 by sec x, 1 by minus of 5 by 3. That is minus 3 by 5. Now sin x equal to root over 1 minus cos square x. That is 1 minus 3 by 5 whole square. That is 1 minus 9 by 25. That gives you 16 by 25 equal to plus minus 4 by 5. Again sin x is also negative in the third quadrant. So sin x, what we get? Sin x equal to minus 4 by 5. And cosec x is reciprocal of sin x. That is 1 by minus of 4 by 5. That is minus 5 by 4. Now sec x I can find out from here also. Sec x equal to root over 1 plus cot square x. So we'll get again same minus 5 by 4. Now if cot x is given 3 by 4, that means cot x lies in third quadrant, because cot x is positive in the third quadrant, 3 by 4. Tan x is also 4 by 3 because it is also positive. Now sec x is, if sec x is negative in the third quadrant, so what I get? Sec x equal to minus 5 by 3. And cos x is reciprocal of sin x, sec x, so we get cos x equal to minus 3 by 5. Similarly, sin x, we get minus 4 by 5 because sin x is negative in the third quadrant. And if sin x is negative in the third quadrant, cosec x also, it is reciprocal to sin x. So it is negative in the third quadrant, and you get cosec x equal to minus 5 by 4. Now next question is sec x equal to 13 by 5, x lies in fourth quadrant. So let us move. X lies in fourth quadrant. Here x lies in fourth quadrant. A, B, x, x dash, y, y dash. Fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant sec is positive. Here sec is positive. So what do I get? Sec x equal to 13 by 5, x in fourth quadrant. That is x lies between 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi. 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi. Now sec x. Let us start with cos x. Cos x is reciprocal of sec x. That is equal to 1 by 13 upon 5. That gives you 5 by 13. Now, if sec x is, since cos x is reciprocal of sec x, so cos x equal to 3 by 5 by 13. Now, sin x equal to under root 1 minus cos square x. 1 minus cos square x. So, 1 minus 5 by 13 whole square. That gives you 1 minus 25 upon 169. That gives you 144 upon 169. That is plus minus 12 by 30. Now sin x is negative in the fourth quadrant. So what we take here, sin x equal to minus 12 by 30. Now sin x we got, cos x we got. Let us start tan x. Tan x is again sin x upon cos x. Sin x is minus 12 upon 13 and this is cos x is 5 upon 13. So what I got? Minus 12 by 5. Cot x is cos by sine. Cos x upon sin x. That is 5 upon 13 upon minus 12 upon 13. That gives you minus 5 by 13. 5 by 12, sorry. And next is sec x. Is already given, sec x is already 13 by 5 and cosec x is your reciprocal of sin x. Reciprocal of sin x is your minus 12 by 13. So it gives you minus 12 by 13. That is minus 13 upon 12. Now see, we have got sec x 13 by 5, which is in fourth quadrant. X is fourth quadrant. So sec x is positive in the fourth quadrant. Now cos x, since cos x is also positive in the fourth quadrant, so cos x equal to 5 by reciprocal of sec x. Next is sin x. Sin x is negative in the fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant, sin x is, see here, sin x is negative. So sin x we get minus 12 by 13. Again, tan x we get, it is also negative in the fourth quadrant. So it is minus 12 by 5. And cot x is reciprocal of tan x, so it is minus 5 by 12. Similarly, cosec x we get the reciprocal of sin x, that is equal to the sin x, since sin x was minus 12 by 13. So it is minus 13 by 12, negative in the fourth quadrant. Question is question 5. Tan x equal to minus 5 by 12. Well, x lies in second quadrant. X lies in second quadrant. This is x. X dash, y dash. Z. A, B. Now, tan. So, sec x, let us start. Sec x equal to 1 plus tan square x. Sec x equal to 1 plus minus 5 by 12 whole square. That gives you 1 plus 25 by 144. That is sec x equal to 169 by 144. That plus minus 13 by 12. Now second quadrant, sec is negative. Therefore, we take sec x equal to minus 13 by 12. Second quadrant, sec is negative. Now, next is cos x. Cos x is reciprocal of sec x. That is 1 by minus 13 upon 12. that gives you minus 12 upon 13. Next come to sin x. We know sin x equal to 1 minus cos square x. That is 1 minus 12 upon 13 whole square. That gives you sin x equal to again 1 minus 144 upon 169. That gives you 25 upon 169. That equal to plus minus 5 by 13. Now in second quadrant sin is positive. Therefore sin x equal to 5 upon 13. Now cot x is reciprocal of tan x. 1 upon tan x. That gives you 1 upon minus 5 upon 12. That is minus 12 by 5. Cosec x is again reciprocal of sin x. That is 1 upon 5 upon 13. That is 13 upon 5. So in second quadrant, if tan x equal to minus 5 by 3, then we get sec x equal to minus 13 by 12. Cos x equal to minus 12 by 13. Sin x becomes your 5 by 13. Sin x is positive. Cot x is reciprocal of tan x minus 12 by 5. And sec x is again reciprocal of sin x. That gives you 13 upon 5. Next question number 6. It gives your sin x equal to sin 765 degree. You have to find out its value. Now see here. If you are getting more than 360 or more than 180, it is more than 180. So take it in the value of, in the terms of pi or multiple of 180. So here it can be written sin 2 into 360. That is plus 45 degree. That is 2 into 360. This can be written as sin 720 plus 45 degree. That is 2 into, that can be written as, now see here. This is 0, 90, 180, 270 and again 360 degree. So first 360 and again second 360. Thereafter 360, 360. First time 360, second time 360 and then it comes 45. So it goes here 45. It goes here. So what I taught you earlier, you have your identity. If it is sin 2n pi plus theta, that equal to sin theta. That equal to sin theta, where n belongs to integer. N is an integer. So it is the multiple of 2n pi. N into 2 pi, that is 2 pi is your 360. So what I got here, this is equal to sin 45 degree. And sin 45 degree is 1 by root 2. Therefore, sin 765 degree equal to 1 by root 2. Next question is 7. That you have to find out cosec minus 1410. Cosec minus 1410 degree. Now see here. Minus cosec. This is again 0 degree, 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree and here 360 degree again. If you are taking, now we know we had learned one identity, cosec minus theta equal to minus cosec theta. First you write this. So cosec minus this much equal to minus of cosec 1410 degree. Now it is multiple of, as you can see here, if you multiply it by, divide it by your 360, what becomes minus cosec near 360 multiple, it should be bring it to a multiple of 360, that is integral multiple of 360. integral multiple of say 1440 is your 4 into 360. So I can write it 1440 minus 30. That means 41440 minus 30. It can be written like this. That gives you minus cosec 4 into 360 minus 30 degree. Now again we had studied one identity, cosec 2 pi minus theta. 2 pi minus theta is again in fourth quadrant. 2 pi minus theta like this. 2 pi minus theta is your minus cosec theta. So here it becomes, that means cosec 2n pi minus theta equal to minus cosec theta. 2n pi minus theta equal to cosec, where n belongs to, n is an integer. So it is. Then here comes the value. How it is? See, 1 360, twice 360, 3 times 360, 4 times 360. From here you are subtracting 30 degree. From here then it becomes 1440. So cosec 2n pi minus theta is minus cosec theta. So minus of minus cosec 30 degree. So minus becomes plus, that is equal to cosec 30 degree. Now cosec 30 degree is your 2. So therefore cosec minus 1410 degree equal to 2. This is. Now next question is tan 19 pi by 3. Make it again. Now let us go to pi. 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, and it is 2 pi. So 19 pi by t, tan 19. I can write it 18 pi by 3 plus pi by 3. 18 pi upon 3 plus pi by 3. That gives you tan 6 pi plus pi by 3. 6 pi. 6 pi is 2 pi, that is tan 3 into 2 pi plus pi by 3. 3 into 2 pi. 1, 2 pi, twice 2 pi, and 3 times 2 pi plus pi by 3. Plus pi by 3 is your 60 pi by 3. This is your pi by 3. So what I know, see, it is, told you, it is even multiple of pi. Even multiple of pi. Then it will be your same trigonometrical ratios. That is tan 3 pi plus 6 pi plus pi by 3 is your first quadrant. It is coming to first quadrant. First quadrant tan is positive. First quadrant tan is positive. So it becomes, first you write sign and positive sign, and tan, we know tan 2n pi plus theta equal to tan theta, where n is an integer. So I can write it tan pi by 3, and tan pi by 3 is root 3. Now next is sine minus 11 pi by 3. Now let us see. This is 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, and this is 2 pi. Now we know sine minus theta equal to minus sine theta. So sine minus this equal, that can be minus sine 11 pi by 3. Now 11 pi by 3, we can write it minus sine 12 pi by 3 minus pi by 3. It can be written like this. That becomes 11 pi by 3. Now that is equal to sine 4 pi minus pi by 3. 4 pi, see here. 4 pi means this is minus sine 2 into 2 pi minus pi by 3. So twice 2 pi. First, second 2 pi and minus pi by 3. Minus pi by 3. This is your minus pi by 3. Minus pi. So we know sine 2n pi minus theta equal to, it is in for coming in fourth quadrant, where equal to minus sine theta, where n belongs to z. So sine 2n pi minus theta equal to minus sine theta. What will write? Minus of minus sine pi by 3. That is sine pi by 3. That gives you root 3 by 2. Therefore, what I got? Sine minus of 11 pi by 3 equal to root 3 by 2. This is a very important question. Now, next question is find the value of cot minus 15 pi by 4. Now, let us go. This is 0. This is pi by 2. Your pi, 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi. We know cot minus theta equal to fourth quadrant, that equal to minus cot theta. So here again cot minus 15 by 4 equal to minus of cot 15 pi by 4. This can be written as minus cot 16 pi by 4 minus pi by 4. Now that is equal to minus cot 4 pi minus pi by 4. Now 4 pi, this is minus cot 2 into 2 pi minus pi by 4. 2, 1, once 2 pi, again second time 2 pi, minus pi by 4. So minus pi by 4. This is your minus pi by 4. We know cot 2n pi minus theta equal to minus cot theta. This again coming in fourth quadrant, where n belongs to integer. N is an integer. So cot 2n pi minus theta equal to minus cot theta. Here also we can write minus cot, that is minus of minus cot pi by 4. This again cot 2 and 2 pi, 2 into 2 pi minus pi by 4. That can be written minus of cot pi by 4. Minus can become plus cot pi by 4, and cot pi by 4 is 1. Therefore, what I got? Cot minus 15 pi by 4 pi by 4 equal to 1. This is your answer. With this exercise, the 3.2 is over. For detail, you can see my education blog, and any query you can ask me by for a personal number also. And if you like this channel, please subscribe it. Thank you very much.